Hello beautiful lovers, welcome back to this hour for fashion on how to cut and sew. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to cut this lovely kaftan top, and it also has a straight skirt under it. So I'm making use of 5 yards of this fabric to cut it out, but this is after folding out 3 yards into 4 places. As you can see, this is into 4. Then I'm using this to cut out the top first, then the remaining fabric is going for the skirt. So the first thing I'm going to consider here is going to be the neckline of 3.5 inches. You can see this is my neckline. Then I'll now take the shoulder slant of 1 inch. Here is it, 1 inch of shoulder slant. Then I'll now slant it up to the wideness of the neckline, like this. By the time I'm cutting it, you're going to see it properly. You can see where I'm heading into. Then I'll now take the length, the opening of the sleeve, the length of the sleeve, that's the widest of the sleeve. I'll make use of 12 inches. And here is it. You can see this is 12 inches width of sleeve. Then I'll now take the sleeve length. The sleeve length from the center of both back and front, I'll take my sleeve length to be 24 inches. 24 inches is with the same allowance. So here is 24 inches. Then this is the line. Then I'll now straight it down to the point of that 12 inches. You can see now 12 inches is there. So we are done with the line. You can see the line. Then the next thing I'm going to take here is going to be the full length of the top. The full length of the top here is going to be 40 inches. The 40 inches is with the same allowance. Here is the 40 inches, as you can see. Then I'm going to straight it out like this. Like this, you can see. So after this now, the next thing to do here is the opening of the leg. So we now come down to this area. The wideness of the hip is what we're going to use here. The wideness of the hip is 44 inches. So that is 11 in 4 places. It's going to give us 44 inches. Then I'll be adding a seam allowance of 1 inch to it, because you're going to stitch it in. It's going to have a facing, so we are stitching it in with the facing width 0.5. Then after stitching it in, we'll be left with 1 inch. So 1 inch is for the final shaping. Then after that, we will left with our 44 inches for the waist. So from that area to this place, we're going to slant it down to the full length of this top, like this. You can see. So after that now, we can now cut it out. By the time I cut, the chalk is not writing on the fabric properly, but by the time I cut it out, you're going to see it very well. So let me start the cutting from here. Then to the shoulder slant of 1 inch, as you can see, to this point of 24 inches for the length of the sleeve. You can see 24 inches for the length of the sleeve. Then to the 12.5 inches for the wideness of the sleeve. Then to the full length of the top, as you can see. So this is after cutting it out. The next thing I'm going to do here is to take the neckline. And since you've already taken the wideness of the neck before, the next thing here is to take the deepness of the neck. And the deepness of the neck I'm taking out here is going to be for the front. So that is where I'm making use of 2 inches. It's going to be an high neck with the wideness of 3.5 inches, don't forget. Then I'm going to cut it out like this. After this, I'm going to open it to cut out the back neckline, which is going to carry the crystal bead. Then I'll now start by taking the wideness of 3.5 inches down to the full length of the dress. You understand? No, 3.5 inches was the wideness we use for the neckline. So I'll now start by taking 3.5 inches. This is 3.5 inches. So I'll take it down to the full length. I'm done with it. The next thing is to cut out the line. So I'm cutting it down. This is what we cut out. The wideness of what we removed out now is now 7 inches in length. So if you want to add our bead to it, and there's a bead at the back, to suspend the bead, we're going to double the length to be 14 inches. So that's how we're going to do. So there is a white slit at the front. This is the front, and this is the center that look ironed. You can see that's the center up to the neckline. Then I'm going to take some inches up. This is up or stand, it depends on how you want your own to be. So I'm making use of 12 inches here, or 12.5, you can see. Then I'll now come down to this area, the left side of the front, which the wideness is 13 inches. Then I'll now take the midpoint to be 6.5 inches. But since we're still going to stitch it, so I'll be making use of 7 inches. That means the half inch is going for this seam allowance. So I'm making use of 7 inches here. So this is my 7 inches, you can see. Then from this 7 inches, I'm going to slant it up to that 12 inches. 12 inches, as you can see. So by the time I slant it to meet the line up, then I'm going to cut it out. So this is how we're going to cut the center, you can see. So now I'm done with the cutting. This is how the shape is. You can make your own deeper, you can make it wider than this. I told you the measurement I use is not constant. So this is the neckline. You can see the neckline. Then this particular style, it has a gum stay because the fabric I'm using is very light. So that's why I'm making use of gum stay and a dog face for the facing. So just to make it stand the way it is on the picture. So let me go and turn everything and show it to you. So this is after turning the fabric with the facing, and I've already done my gum stay. This is the one side of the fabric, you can see how it is, and this is the right side of the fabric. So what is here is just to join the shoulders. After turn the front and the back with the facing, join the two shoulders. Then you already have your length of sleeve of 12 inches. So leave from that shoulder to 12 inches, then you stitch it down to the full length of the top, you can see. Then at the front here, I put some bead just to make a design at the front, you can see. At that opening side, I just add some bead to it just to make it nice. You can see it, just 3 lines. So this is the back. Let me show you the back. Let me turn the back to you, how full the back is. So this is the back, you can see. This is the back. The distance I used here was 1.5 inches, and at this side I make use of 3 inches. When I'm coming down to the full length of the top, I make use of 3 inches. But the upper part I make use of 1.5 inches distance. It has an inner belt. Here is the inner belt, as you can see, at both sides. So I attach it at the front, which I use the distance of the two boards, which is 8. Then I attach it. Then I minus the old waist measurement was 33 inches, and since we deducted 8, then the remaining length of this belt is down the length to complete that height to give us a 3 inches. So you can see now this is the opening of the sleeve. You can see how fine this is. It has inner. This is the inner I made to it. You can see this is the inner, this is the front, and that's the back that goes down. So here is after she is wearing it. You can see how it is. This is how it is at the back. You can see the belt when she belt it at the back. This is how it's going to be, and this is how it is at the front. This is the slit at the front. You can see. If you are watching me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video. Always see you in my next tutorial. Bye.